In 1966, a volunteer staff of 72 gathered on the shores of Bonnie Beg Lake to offer a new kind of service to the mentally disabled community.
We had music, arts and crafts, swimming. We went camping. We did everything.
These humble beginnings were to become, in time, a vision of hope for thousands of individuals and their families. This is Waban.
When you have a child with a disability, you're so concerned about them and just so many different aspects of how things are going to change in your life. I mean, you have hopes and dreams for your children, and when you don't have anybody there to help you through that, it's hard. But when they came in, I felt safe, and I felt knowing that we were going to be able to get through this.
Just the independence and the way we see them grow is fantastic.
It's been the greatest gift to our family. I feel so fortunate that I was able to find placement for her here. You know, it's one of the best agencies there is in the state.
Every program is going to work hard to bring people to their fullest potential, whatever their disabilities may be. So I can't even tell you how important that is, not just to the children, but to the families, because you bring a lot of hope to families when they see that a lot of development is possible. And we have tools and technology and knowledge.
Waban's success grows from the realized need for personal, individual attention for members of the mentally challenged community, and the ability to provide a supportive and nurturing environment designed to foster independence and self-support. That vision continues to be realized at Waban's Sanford, Maine location. Through the course of its growth, Waban has increased its services to include programs that serve persons from every walk of life, spanning age, income, and need. Waban has become the model for programs across the country, as it serves each consumer from birth through later life and every stage in between. Because of the importance Waban places on the special needs of every consumer, Waban offers the Child Development and Assessment Program. The program offers the ability to determine and address the individual needs of both family and child.
The goal of this program is to optimize children's potential. Every child has potential to learn and to contribute and to be a contributing part of our community. And each child is different in how they learn, so we try to approach each child from their particular learning style and look at their strengths before we look at their needs and build on those strengths.
He was showing signs of being behind speech-wise. He was 3 years old and he was only speaking 3 words. He wasn't playing with toys. He was banging his head. He was having many different problems, so we took him to a specialist and he was diagnosed with autism. When I came here, I had no education whatsoever on autism. Never even heard of it before. Didn't know if I was doing the right thing by bringing him here. Was wondering if I should keep him at home. I mean, just all of these things as a parent you're concerned for, not knowing if you're making the right decision for your child.
We try to emphasize that the families are the primary teachers of the child, and that when we work with the family, we're really making a difference in the life of the child over their whole course of their life, rather than just teaching them something in an isolated setting.
The children are here, sure, from 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But when they go home, they still have to have structure, and they still have to have a parent that's going to be able to handle what's going on. I mean, stress management for a child with autism, a parent needs to have that support. I mean, when you have a child that's banging his head on the wall or screaming for hours upon hours, I mean, a parent can get tired and they need to know that somebody's there to listen to them. And Waban does that. They listen and they give you suggestions of, okay, Pam, let's look why he was screaming. What was happening? What was going on? They're the experts. They're the ones that deal with it all the time.
The children are always playing, and things are always presented to them in a fun, play-based manner. So they're not aware that they're learning or that they're working, even though they are.
Everything changed. I mean, he's a completely different child. He plays with toys, he plays with other children, he talks to us now, and that was the biggest thing, to go from speaking 3 words to being able to speak like he does now. I mean, he can tell me when he's hurt. He couldn't do that before. He could tell me that he loved me, and he wasn't able to do that before. When graduation came, matter of fact, I stood up and I told his speech therapist that I couldn't ever even repay her for what she did. Never.
Available to clients over the age of 20, the Adult Development Center, including the Work Center, offers the support necessary for adults to transition to a more full community inclusion.
The Adult Development Center is a rehabilitative program for adults that are developmentally disabled. We have 4 programs within this facility. We have a gross motor program which focuses on physical therapy needs. We have a fine motor program, and that focuses on occupational therapy needs. We have an independent living skills program, and that provides a wide array of skills for the individual's: laundry, personal hygiene, money management, computer skills. And the last program area is the recreation and leisure program, where we really access the community and we work on integration and appropriate social skills out in the community. And they also participate in leisure type activities here. So, and that also is pretty much based on their needs, their wants, their desires. And that just goes along the lines of the person-centered planning process, which is very client-focused. We are there to support that individual with their goals and desires, and it's not a rigid type of planning process, but more of a process that helps to guide them and support them with their future goals.